Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Stellaris. And today we are. I honestly can't remember what we were doing. Um, Mainly because um, it's been like a week since I've recorded anything for this. And if you guys saw the pinned comment on the last episode of this, you'll kind of understand why it's been a little hectic the last few days. I'm still kind of recovering. I normally try to record like as many videos as I can in kind of like the time that I have allocated for it on Sunday, but I think I may just record Monday's episode and then record everything on Monday since I'm gonna be free again that day. But anyways, I'll try not to go on too much about my own personal stuff right now because I don't think that's really what you guys are here for. I think you guys are more here for um, kind of my. Actually, that's a good question. Why are you guys here? That honestly, most of you have probably already clicked off. But you know, to those of you who are still here, why are you here? What is it about this that keeps you coming back? If anything, I would actually be curious to know. But I think I'm just gonna unpause and I'm just gonna see what the hell. I vaguely recall we are like trying to up our technology because we're trying to do a really big species modification. Um, Although that will only take another 24 months, we must have gotten some researchers done. Yeah, modifying 30,000 pops. Oh, jeez. I remember when just the idea of having that many pops would mean that your CPU would cry. But we'll have to see how this goes. I know we're kind of being surrounded by incredibly hostile forces. The Bavarian cartels have. Sorry. Bit of breakfast. Oh, alright, we have an event. That's nice. The Empire is favoring the enhancement of our new synthetic bodies. New forms allow for disassembly of positronic brains to acquire knowledge imprints of a recently deceased elite. As servants of the Empire, this is surely what they would have wanted. Hey! Changes authority Imperial feedback. What on earth does that do? Hang on. Nested tooltips. Imperial feedback. The Imperial heir becomes a new ruler. Monk section. Imperial heirs have a randomly selected leader class and no leader upkeep. Okay. Empire effects. Leaders grant research upon death. Okay, and apparently the amount of research gained scales with leader level. Starting skill level is higher. Okay. Wow, this actually seems pretty good. You know what? Yeah, let's utilize the minds of our departed leaders. Cool, so we are now Imperial feedback. I mean, our leaders are going... It is going to take a long-ass time for any of our leaders to die. Not to mention that... Wait, hang on. Is that actually going to... Hold on. Something has occurred to me with that. Imperial feedback. Succession. The Imperial heir becomes a new ruler. Imperial heirs have randomly selected leader class and no leader upkeep. Okay, no, right. So that doesn't... I was gonna say, wait a minute. Our leader is immortal. That might cause issues. No, okay, so it's when any leader dies. Okay, never mind, we're good. Anyways, what's going on with the tiny planet? We observed communications, pre-FTL leaders, and resumed passive observations. Place surveillance equipment with the miniature star system to continue. Cool. Apparently we're just getting passive research now from the Astral Rift. Very good. Okay. Just continuing from there. For any other rifts that we can, like, explore? No? I think that's all of them. Study the capsule. I don't think I want to study the capsule. Apparently there has been a strange transmission. Attune with the planes. We will find you. That's not ominous at all. Real quick, I would like you to investigate anomalies. Just go around and start doing that real quick. Let's do a rundown of all of our planets, I guess. Kawkusis can do with some more, jobs, although I'm not sure what exactly we're going to do to get those jobs. Agri-world. We could do with, like, another... Have to think about that. But we can at least upgrade some of these, oh, wow, actually, we are, like... Oh, wow, okay, those are more expensive than I remember them being. But we can get some of our planets upgraded a bit farther. Seems like we were working on getting, like, more, like, research stuff acquired. Yeah, because we were trying to get the, species modification to go faster. So that should be done relatively soon. And we're just kind of watching, because as I recall, these guys are, the variants are currently at war with the Union of... Hang on, they're at war with these guys. Interesting. They're currently... hang on. I sneeze. Sorry about that. Yeah, they are currently at war, these two. They're apparently, like, kind of using the hive mind as, like, a bridge state between the two. I'm kind of curious as to how they're overwhelming to us, though, given that, like, they aren't particularly... I'm not seeing where these, like, alleged mega fleets that they currently have are. They may be, like, back at their capital. In fact, do they have the L gates open? No, that's just a hyper... I don't like that the hyper relays and the hyper relays and the, what's it called? L gates have, like, the same icon when they're, shown. It does kind of throw me off. Alright. Honestly, I'm thinking of, like, how exactly we could potentially expand further. I don't think we can. I think we're gonna have to, like, just build upward, effectively. Which, while that does sort of suck, do we have, like... No, we don't have that. We do have that, though. We can get more biological research, but we're not really using biological research for a whole lot. I guess it's just more jobs, if anything else. Here, stare at these leaves. We'll pay you to do it. I know that's not how botany works, but whatever. What do we have here? More damage to rivals. That would be a nice thing to have. In fact, yeah. We should probably take that. That helped at all. I'm wondering where exactly these fleets are. Well, actually, that's...
Special project complete.
Yeah, because this is just like 6k fleet power just scattered around the place. Oh, hey, our, species modification is finished. Excellent, so now if we go to our species, we are now, yes, we are now the big clanky boys. Which should mean that very soon we'll end up having, hold on, I'm gonna set that over there. Yeah, so now we're gonna have, like, lots of, a much better economy, hopefully. Alright, what else do we have? Not much, actually. Adaptive mutations, hang on, what? These guys have adaptive mutations? Hang on, how did they get adaptive mutations? I'm very confused as to how the hell they got that, but Weird. Anyways, asteroid, apparently. Giant nest of tiny insects. Ever exhaust and chemical processes. Okay, so we found an asteroid that is actually just like a nest of... You know what? Harvest a nest. We're going to... We need more gases in order to get our, like, science kind of figured out. Wow, that actually got us nothing. Oh, it's because our... Here, go and deal with that. Alright. Do.
Blockers cleared.
Our head of research is leveled up. Wow, these all kind of suck.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
I guess computing is a fairly good thing. Ecological adaptation. We could terraform planets that are already inhabited. We could get better armies, or we could have more naval capacity. I think more naval capacity might be good, because if we need to bulk up our forces, may not be a bad idea. Also, hang on, right? Oops, displaced Chinaki. Hang on, what the hell? The 3 Tanaki signature system displaced to malnourished calves. Aw, poor space whales. You know what? Booster signal.
Situation log
See if we can... Did we actually gain the ability to do that? I'm confused. What did that do? I have no idea what that did. It did something, though. And apparently our Master Architect can get... You know what? We'll have stability. What's, like, the lifespan of these people? It doesn't actually say, I don't think. Age 10. Age is under 90. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think that, That thing that, like, causes our leaders to die and give us, like, research, I think that might actually be somewhat, polychromatic star. We're going to harvest the new resources. Man, I wish we were studying these things sooner, because now we have more gases than we know what to do with. We are an incredibly gaseous people. That sounded wrong. Yeah, oh, wow. Okay, the Favarians are making headway, it seems. I'm guessing this is where their, like, Doom fleets are currently. I should have watched back last episode, because maybe there's, some of you might be shouting at the screen going, why are you not doing this thing that you said you would do last episode? I don't know, it's been a week. Like, I tend to rewatch these things, like, as I'm uploading them, but, like, otherwise, I don't really... Yeah, I don't really, you know... Yeah. Let's get all of our stations upgraded. How about that? There we go. Alright. How, like, big and scary is this station? Oh, it's actually quite weak. Yeah, do we have, like, rare crystals? We do, but they're quite slim on the ground. I may have to think about what exactly I'm gonna do with that. In fact, can I just, like, change over what defenses? Can I change over what, like, variant they are? Doesn't seem like I can. Alright, well, we'll have to see how that goes. Hmm. Apparently the Void Worm Plague is, like, almost done. Which is, yeah, we're just gonna do nothing, because apparently we don't have to do anything. You know what? We can gladly just not. Apparently order's been restored on Golda Farms. There was order not being... Ah, I see. There's been a lot of crime on these planets on account of course, the Favarians opening their various things. I really need to stop pausing the game and then forgetting about it, because then I'm wondering why nothing's happening in these episodes. Uh, just I'll look. It's been a week since I've really done this. I'll get back into the swing of things eventually. I don't know what exactly I'm gonna be doing next, but I'll figure something out. I usually do. Yeah, we're not gonna.
Special project
Storm Trap.
complete.
Yeah, no, we're gonna leave that be. I think. All right. All right. Can we get like another? You know what we could do? We should probably go to the ship designer, right? We're gonna like build some new ships, and I think we're going to start by building some new destroyers, and we're gonna make them some picket ships, I think. Yeah, actually, yeah, let's make it like barrier point defense. Get our thing. Super auto cannons. Get our that. Give a regenerative hull tissue on. We're gonna call this the phalanx auto upgrade save. Should probably also go to our other things. We can replace that with the auto hull regen. And I think I'm going to do that for all of these, because the hull regen will be... Ship doesn't have enough power. Oh, shit. Hang on. You can always just do that, although that will make these significantly more frail, but... I don't know. We'll have to see about how that goes. Mola, we're going to put the regenerative hull tissue in. In fact, we can put 2 regenerative hull tissues in. No, keep 1. We're going to have the phalanx. That's going to have... Wait, why do you have 2? Oh, does it? Hang on. Gunship. Oh, yeah, that gets 2. Hang on. We should probably put... And then have... Yes. In fact, yeah, we're gonna have... There we go. We're gonna have the Jesuits have... Can we put regenerative hull tissue on there? Yep, okay. Save. Yes. And I think we will have... I think we ought to build, like, another kind of cruiser as well. We're just gonna have it be, like, an artillery ship. Wow, that is the best artillery we could do, huh? I kind of doubt that. Is that really the best we can do? Maybe. I'm not sure, actually. Yeah. Maybe. Hang on, we're gonna put the artillery corps instead. Is there like a picket? No, we can't have. Alright, well, we should be fine. We're just gonna call this the, oh, what do we call this? Need to think of names. I know I was kind of going with Dune stuff for the names, but I think I will instead go for, what should we call this? We shall call this the, we shall call this the, Mauler. There we go. Sort of generic, but, alright, and then we're gonna go to our fleet management, and we're gonna add a whole bunch of yeah, we're gonna add the phalanx, and we're gonna add the mauler. Okay, and we're gonna now our economy may crash a bit while we're moving all that into position, but once we do, we should be able to at least get all of our fleets upgraded, and who knows, maybe our fleets will be better, or maybe they'll be worse, who knows. But at least we will potentially stand a bit more of a chance. We'll have some point defense that we could use against enemy missiles and strike craft. And with any luck, we should be able to get ourselves kind of set up. Hopefully. We have a lot of ships that are currently being retrofitted. The game is struggling somewhat with how much stuff it's currently having to try and process. Right, what year is it? It is 2358, which means we're about halfway through what is considered the mid-game. How goes the Voidworm Plague? A Voidworm Plague is going about as well.
Construction complete.
Yeah, we're gonna rise to the occasion.
Complete. Construction
Leader
complete.
upgrade. We're gonna have
Construction complete.
yeah, Armada Logistician for our Minister of Defense. And we're going to, hopefully, by the time we're done upgrading our ships, we will see this go from overwhelming to I will settle for equivalent, or maybe even
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
okay, defenses, we need to upgrade some of these. Alright. Yep, you can get new things, moat harvesting traps. Planet modifier, volatile moats per 100 technicians. Ooh, yeah, that'd be a good thing to have. Yep. Alright. Though we're like good on moats. Have to think about it.
Our ships have been improved. Our ships have been improved. Our ships have been improved.
Excellent. Our fleets are becoming slowly more formidable. Enox's Gambit, how are things going? Yeah, chemical plants. Do we have like artificial crystal things or anything?
Ships
No,
have been
not yet.
improved.
Which is somewhat annoying. We need more mining infrastructure, I think. Alright, let me double check how many of these places need like more jobs. All of these can honestly do more jobs. Do you know what? We're gonna get a mineral purification plant. another one of those set up here. We get another resource silo thrown up. Build another city district. The agro world is doing okay for the time being. Actually, no, it's not. It's got some unemployment. Let's do another commercial zone. Or, no, I think another commercial zone should be fine. We're just gonna double check, make sure if that's a thing. Honestly, we're good on consumer goods for the time being. Though I will do this just to make a handful more jobs. And then, yeah, we do need, like, more mining worlds to be constructed. Apparently we are over our fleet capacity for the time being, although we are very slowly getting our stuff together.
Council agenda ready.
We have a council agenda ready. Okay. Oh, nice. After I built all the ships, we have all this. Sublight speed, missing in action, disengagement opportunities increase. Ooh, that would be kind of nice. Removes all intrusive arrivals. Ooh. Okay, that could be interesting. I'm going to take strong on our own, because that just is a nice boost to the economy. At least for the time being.
Our ships have been improved.
I may regret that later. Due for another tradition in like 20 months. And I'm thinking...
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
We'll have to see how things go.
Our ships have been improved.
I think wormhole travel would be kind of nice. Ships have been improved.
Our ships have been improved.
Very good. So our ships are now getting to be much better. In fact, I may want to just, like, fleet management. Could we potentially employ more? We could. I want to get more peons into the thing. I know it's going to make our ships very expensive for a while, but we should be able to afford it.
Spaceborne creature encountered.
Oh? Spaceborne creature encountered. Is that perchance more void worms, or is that, like, just some random thing popping up? Who knows? Oh yeah, we are now, like, sort of struggling for energy again. In fact, you know what? That has me thinking maybe we should build another Dyson swarm somewhere, since we have quite a few. Yeah, in fact, you know what? You, build another Dyson array there. Thank you. Just to help get things kind of topped up on energy. What's new in the Galactic Council? Looks like repeal Non-Interference Act. Yeah, I actually do want to repeal that. Repeal Storm Surveying Initiative. Oh, here. Have food. I'm not particularly, heal natural sanctuaries. Don't know. I'll have to think about it. Council. Where are we standing in terms of diplomatic weight? We're currently at 3,000, so, like, half of what these guys got. Probably because our technology is currently not very good. Fleet power, pops. Actually, most of it's from our fleet power and pops, although pops could easily be, figured out. Although we are having a pretty big malice towards our economy due to, you know what, hang on, let's go to the galactic thing. We're gonna repeal that, and yeah. Borderless authority, max holdings increase, nah. Alright. We are going to have to try and do something that, or I'm wondering if we should just, like, hunker down and wait for the endgame crisis. Whatever it may end up being. And, unsurprisingly, I was kind of surprised the Bavarians haven't, what are these guys like? They have the they're pathetic currently, yet they're on the council. Also, what war are you guys currently in? At war with... Oh. Oh, okay, so these guys are in a different alliance. Okay, so it looks like the Bavarians and, like, all of these guys are now... Oh no, wait. What? Hang on. Interstellar League. Yeah. Okay, but what about these guys? Aren't these... What? Hang on. Oh, sorry, you're in the Galactic League. Sorry. Fucking...
Spaceborne creature encountered.
I didn't realize we're splitting hairs quite like that. Alright. How goes our space? Okay, so we actually now have some improved things. I'm going to probably get some anchorages built and have deep space black site. What does this do? Improve stability on planets around it. Alright. Interstellar Recruitment Office. Ooh, external recruitable leaders per class. Leader experience gain increase. You know what? Yeah, let's take an Interstellar Recruitment Office. Which station is this? Oh, it's this one. Here's Starbase. I'm just gonna build some anchorages in order to try and get this kind of set up. Get a target uplink computer. Golba is going to have some more anchorages, and I think you are going to have... can we build... Oh, we can only build one of these. Alright,
Council agenda available.
in that case, you know what? We can have... Oh? Apparently a... Oh shit! That one guy died. Well, we shall erect our former Minister of State, that one, like, squid dude in the scuba suit. We shall erect an appropriate memorial. I don't know what an appropriate memorial to that guy would be, but we'll see how things go. Yep. Holy shit. He is dead. In that case, we're gonna have... I think you. You seem good. And, we're just gonna have... more, like, things. Champion of the people, righteous. And you are going to be an industrialist. There we go. Now, as I recall, you were the... Oh, you weren't. Oh, right. You were the guy who was running Reaper's Folly. Alright, who's running Fevnor? Our head of research is running Fevnor. The Fevnor sector. Very good. We're just kind of working on getting things put together. That might actually cause our economy to dip a little bit, because we're no longer getting the bonuses that, that one guy provided. Oh, okay, it wasn't that much of a bonus. Alright, alright, So, I think. What shall we do about our... Well, I mean, actually, I'm gonna finish, like, upgrading our stations, I think. What are V's? Okay, so V's get... Okay, so I'll just build an extra gun battery, anchorage, and what else? Ah, they get a crew quarters. Okay. Bridge, and we get a... Do we seriously... Oh, they already have a crew quarters. What do these have? They have a listening post. This guy is not going to need a listening post. Instead, they can have a... I'm thinking shield disruptor, since we're using a lot of energy weapons. Yeah, you know what? That may not be a bad idea. Or actually, communications jammers, I think, is what we're gonna have here. What are you guys? Ah, okay. We're gonna have you.
The spirits have granted us new
you.
wisdom.
And we're gonna give you a target uplink computer. And that should be everything kind of taken care of. Wormhole travel has been researched.
The spirits have granted
Let's
us
get
new
a
wisdom.
research institute, and orbital rings would be kind of a nice thing to have. What else is there? Identity fusion.
Construction complete.
Assembly cost increase. Oh, hey, we actually got some stuff that we can unlock. That's, like, pretty good, all things considered. What could we get first? I think having orbital rings would be kind of nice, because it would mean that we would get way more things. I think we need to upgrade our ships, though, so that's going to take 19 months. Okay, yeah, now that we have our species, like, fucking sorted out, it's not going to be nearly as bad. I think you are going to have a black site, and you... Do you even have, like, a planet in your system? You do. I think you can also have a black site, and then we're gonna just give you a gun battery and an anchorage, just to kind of make you a little bit more powerful. Right. So we are probably going to be buffing up our fleets very fast, and the void worms are like almost dealt with. In fact, I may wait to end the episode when those are done. How come we reached 104 months? Okay, maybe not. Well, 104 months, it's like, what, 10 years, give or take? Yeah, we got that much time. Alright. I still don't know what the hell is going on. Like, what's their fleet power compared to us right now? They've opened a new branch office on Fevnor. Okay, so they are now only superior to us, and I'm willing to bet you once we get our technology upgraded for our fleets, because our fleets have been lacking slightly, because we've been focusing so much on getting our robotics set up. Once we get our fleets, like, kind of upgraded, I think we'll be able to do a lot with that. What's in the system again? Oh, the automated dreadnought. Okay. Leader has leveled up. You're a scientist. We're gonna give you a custom AI assistant.
Complete.
Which... No, sorry, I was like looking at it, I'm like, hang on, is there like a single system that's causing it to shape like that, or is it just the way that things are kind of shaped? If we look kind of like at their empire, like theoretically, right, what we would want to do is like take, like, kind of here, here, here. We'd all like try and cut them off of a lot of their like, if we were to take all this, we would effectively cut them in half. And then, well, not effectively, but we would cause that they would, you know, if we were to, like, fortify these locations, we would be able to, do quite a bit to...
Heretic fleet detected. The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Apparently we do have void worms coming in. We can form federations, psionic theory. That would theoretically make us better for... Now let's get that, just for the sake of having that. And it looks like, yeah, we've got a bunch of void worms coming in, though they seem to be going for a Favarian colony. Not that big a deal. Mondoga is going to get a better
Construction
building.
Complete.
What else? We're gonna build another couple sets of foundries. We're like running out of... branch office has been shut down on Fevnor. Okay, so they like immediately got shut down again. That's probably for the best. We're gonna research supply depot. Have less upkeep from researchers. What's our like economy? We have 600 biologists in our thing. That is going to... Yeah, you know what? Let's have a research supply depot. Enaxis study. Job efficiency. Faculty of Arco studies. We're actually gonna build another set of these. We're going to build that, and we're going to build one of those. And we're going to get this, and what shall be our... Is this our final one? No, this is not our final one. What all is there that we could get that would, like, potentially... Okay, so this is all the ones we can get. Is there anything that's, like, particularly great that we could get? I mean, we could become the Crisis. Go for Cosmogenesis, although our research is not nearly good enough for that, I would say. Enigmatic engineering would be kind of fun. Galactic force protection would allow us to massively, like, up our fleets. In fact, you know what? I'm kind of tempted to do that. In fact, you know what? Yeah, Galactic force protection. We're going to go to Fleet Manager. Now that we have, like, just a ton of ships that we can currently... We're going to copy a template. We're actually going to copy 2 templates. And we're going to just hit reinforce on all of them. And we are going to see how things go. We're going to... Ooh, gas refineries. That will give us more exotic gases. In order to give us more, like, research capabilities. You know what? That'll take, like, no time at all. Let's get that.
Complete.
No, we don't have enough alloys. Hang on, we could probably buy alloys. There we go. Let's just buy a bunch of alloys in order to...
have granted us new wisdom.
Oh, hang on. And we have gotten our Archaeo studies taken care of. Archaeo studies. Disruptors. Let's get better point defense. We do want to keep that kind of going. And fleet management. Why do we suddenly need to, like, reinforce more fleets? Hang on. What's going on with that? Oh. for some reason, are... Oh. The Drums of War. For the first time in recorded history, the warring factions of the Geroids have united under a single great Khan. This mysterious warlord, who according to some accounts is a powerful psychic, has emerged from their warrior caste and accomplished what most thought impossible. Through a combination of guile, charisma, and military genius, the newly crowned Great Khan has won the utter loyalty and devotion of all Geroid factions. Now that they are no longer busy killing each other, the Geroids have turned their attention elsewhere. Great fleets are massing for war, crewed by eager warriors who are now steadfast comrades in arms, despite having been mortal enemies mere months ago. Oh no. Great Khan Koltalku. I am the Great Khan of the Giroan Horde, and I am here to announce to the galaxy that a new age is upon us. The dark era where Geroids would senselessly butcher one another for scraps of resources or misguided sense of honor has finally come to an end. I have solemnly promised my people a new beginning through the formation of a great empire that will forever enshrine the name of the Geroid species in the annals of galactic history. For those who stand in our way, know this: I will stop at nothing to realize the true destiny of my people. If you oppose us, the Geroan Horde will grind you to dust. Strong words. Let's see if you can back them up. Okay, where are they, out of curiosity? Ooh! Okay, so the Great Khan rises, and they are, like, in a relatively interesting place, because they are... they have ended rivalry. I see. Yeah, because they're probably about to have their ass just handed to them. The Thetherian cartels have ended their rivalry to us, and they've apparently opened borders as well. What's the matter? Are you a little scared of what, what's coming? Because, I'll be honest, I kind of am. Although they seem to be, well, they go in, like, every direction. So, well, we'll have to see how that goes. For some reason, I never quite understood why Stellaris does this, but for some reason, they frequently, like, randomly add ships to the fleet planner, so that way you end up with these fleets that have, like, weird, like, mismatched things. Look at our glorious fleets. Look at them. It is so many. I don't know how exactly they're all managing to get themselves, like, jammed into these places. You'd think we were giving ourselves massive amounts of Kessler syndrome, but we'll have to see how things go. You know, I've been meaning to end this episode for a while, and I've kind of realized I've just gotten distracted by you know, the Great Khan suddenly appearing. So, this may be a long episode compared to normal, but, I think you guys kind of earned it, for putting up with me through all of, what's been going on the, last week. So, yeah, I hope you guys all had a good time, and sorry, well, I'm just kind of getting myself ready for, next episode. In fact, you know what, we're just gonna go with a higher purpose. So higher purpose will be destroying the Bavarians, and probably also the Khanate. We'll find a way. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I hope you're ready for another one tomorrow. But in the meantime, I am going to call the episode here, and I hope you all have a lovely time. Oh, god damn it, things need to stop happening. Anyways, I'm going to pause the game, and I'm going to select a new tradition tree. I think we are probably going to go with... actually, what should we go with? You know what, no. That could be next episode's problem, because this has been going on long enough. I hope you all have a lovely time. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and take care, Internet.